Hello, welcome to Martha's Fragrance Corner. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. This is my weekly What I've Been Warming video, and I have some Scentsy, Knowles Farm Scents, Rose Girls, Teddy Bees, Sassy Girl Aroma. So all the stuff that I've been focusing on this month, and I'm getting over my cold, but today is the first day that I really feel pretty good. I did lose my sense of smell during the week, so a little lighter this week from the usual. But if you're interested in hearing what I warmed, also some empties from Bath and Body Works, and hear a little bit of how my week went, then stick around. Okay, so as I'm sorting this through here, let me give you a recap. If you recap from last week, I had a big, work project that went on. I caught a cold while I was at it, and I was like, oh no, but it went okay. I had a low bar, I had a very low bar set for Monday. We were able to actually process orders and get stuff shipped out, but it's just slow moving, a lot of bugs, a lot of defects, but the teams, I just love, as hard as these projects are, like mentally hard, physically hard. I mean, there's people that haven't had vacation in a long time. There's people who were working over the weekends till 3 a.m, 1 a.m. But to see just everyone come together and want to make it work and want to help where they can and step in and step up. I love when I see that. It's just like, yes, as people, we can come together when things are rough, right? And help each other out. And so for that, it was a great week. I'm really proud of my team, and I'm glad I'm over this cold. So let's get started with Scentsy. Okay, so I warmed 3, and it's been rainy and cold again. We're back in winter. So I decided to warm Cranberry Spice. This was from Bring Back My Bar, I believe. And I picked this one up because many of you, when I did my haul of what I hauled from Bring Back My Bar back in January, mentioned that this was a good one to try. And it was. It's a nice one. It's a really pretty blend of cranberry, and you've got some cinnamon and some spices. Not super heavy on the spice, but it's there. I think it's really well balanced. I warm this in the bedrooms upstairs, and I would say, again, this week, because of having a cold, I don't know, I'm sure it impacted my sense of smell, but I had this on for a day, and in the bedrooms this week, it was a medium throw. I'm not sure. Take it for what it's worth. I think my nose was just a little off, but I enjoyed it very much, and that was Cranberry Spice. This next one is Posy Peach. This is another one from Bring Back My Bar, and I know this has like stone fruit or peach and violet in it, and I didn't pick it up the first time around when I did my little haul because of the violet, but when I smelled it on cold, I'm like, this is actually really, really nice. And it does smell really nice. And the violets, I do like the smell of violets. It's not that I don't. It's just when it starts to melt and wax, I feel like it's just something's off about it. On cold, it reminds me, it really brings back kind of this, like a scent memory of me as a child with my mom's cousin, who pretty much, I shouldn't say she raised me because my mom was around, but my mom worked full time, and my mom's cousin was in a way kind of like our nanny, housekeeper. She lived with us. She was like my second mom, and I remember she would take us to school, pick us up, that kind of thing. And so I do remember buying these violet candies, and I mentioned they're square, they're violet, and they were yummy. And when I get that scent from violets, I'm like, it just takes me back to being a little girl. It was like a silver thing, and these little chalky candies. But anyway, I pick up that scent with the peach. I warm this down in the kitchen, kind of open area downstairs, and it was very nice. I will say I liked it, but I don't know if it was my nose or the garbage disposal or what, but every once in a while I'm like, why does it smell like a smelly garbage disposal? A little bit. So I don't know if it was my garbage disposal or not, but when I was warming this scent, it seemed a little stronger. I had been gone, a couple days because I was in Tahoe and I was at work. So I'm not sure. So I don't know what to say if I love this or not, because I felt like there was something else in the air that was affecting the scent. It smelled good in the beginning, but after I gave it like 8 hours, I just turned it off and switched it out. So I almost feel like I think I did put this in the club, in my kind of just for maybe one more time club, to give it another try. Because honestly, I don't know if it was this scent that just got weird on me, or if it really was my garbage disposal that was kind of smelly. I don't know. But it happened on the same day. Coincidence? Maybe. Posy Peach. As far as throw, medium high on this one downstairs. And then Arctic Kiss. This is, again, I don't have scent notes. I'll put them down below for these Scentsy ones, but I know this one has honeydew in it, and it's got a little bit of mint in it. It's a really nice all year round scent. I think Arctic Kiss, I bet you they could probably maybe put a little twist on this and give it some kind of spring summer name, and it, without changing it much, and people would buy it because of that honeydew gives us this freshness. And I think it's great all year round, and I think many people do as well. So this was one that I liked okay the first year it came out, which I think was 2022, I believe. And then I didn't warm it at all in 2023. And then this year I'm like, you know what? I remember kind of liking it. Let me give it another shot. I really like this one. It's a great performer. I warm this downstairs in open space. I have it still going in the bathrooms, and it's been 4 days now. And great performer. So I give this a high performer down in open space. So 6 cubes in my Scentsy warmers downstairs. And then I saved 1 cube for each bathroom. And that is Arctic Kiss. It's a great scent. I really like that freshness from the honeydew. And even though I, after a day and a half, switched it out, it still had scent to it. Like I said, I left it in the bathroom. It's still going. I've just been lazy about changing it in there. But on the 3rd day, I could still smell it, and my bathrooms are fussy. So this is a great performer, Arctic Kiss. I did stick it in my club just in case I was going to fall back in love with it. And I do like it. I don't know how long it'll stay there. It's not like a love, love, love must have, but I really do like it. So, and it's a year-round scent, I think, for me. So that's a bonus. All right, let's move on to Teddy Bees. Okay, Teddy Bees. I warmed 2 souffles. Queen of the South. This is a time in the video where I put my glasses on and make sure I'm hitting record. Yes, I've done that before where I thought I was recording and I was just basically talking to myself. Okay, so this one is Oh So Sweet. This is flaky croissants filled with almond cream, cinnamon sugar churros, and vanilla ice cream, poured March of 2023. So this is 2 years old. It's been curing. Hadn't warmed this at all before, and it performed great. Now, someone asked me, I think in my monthly basket video, that it would be interesting to see how kind of the older wax performs against some of the newer wax. This was in the old style. This was in her old style souffle versus kind of the ones that she switched over and came later. This performed fantastic. I have it going right now. It's been in there for close to 6 hours. I did use 2 tea lights. I just do with Teddy Bees. I just, better safe than sorry. I do use tea lights, but wow, this packed a punch downstairs in open space. And it was beautifully, it was like, yes, it had the sweet cinnamon. It smelled like a bakery down there. You had, the croissants and the churros. I didn't really pick up vanilla ice cream in there. And I didn't pick up almond necessarily, but it smelled like a delicious, like there's baking happening right now. And you smell that like sweet, sugary cinnamon and croissants and yummy goodness. And it was a great performer. So this was the older wax, 2 years old. Oh So Sweet from Teddy Bees. This was fantastic. I would absolutely get this again. Okay. Then we have Queen of the South. This is, what is this? Spun sugar, cashmere musk, wildflower, honey, white peach nectar, and sweet mandarin. This is also 2 years old from July of 2023. This was a partial that I had, and that's Queen of the South from Teddy Bees. This was a partial that I had, and I think the first time I tried it, it wasn't super strong, which is why I didn't finish using that souffle. So I'm like, okay, well, it's 2 years later. Let's give this one another try. I warmed it in open space, used tea lights. It was soft. It was a soft performer for me. I can't really tell you much. Again, this was right in the middle of the week where I was starting. I didn't realize it. I wasn't sure that I was losing sense of smell because I could taste everything just fine. But it was soft for me. So Queen of the South. I don't know. This video should be called, was it my cold or was it the scent? I don't know. But that one was soft for me. Okay. Midnight Rain. Let's go to Knowles Farm Scents. Midnight Rain. This is Beach Evenings in Blackberry. I finished this because I had, I think, warmed some of it last week in my bedroom. And then this week I used it downstairs. This is a great performer. His Beach Evenings is fantastic. In this one, I actually got more Beach Evenings than Blackberry. Just a tiny bit. I'd say like 60% Beach Evenings, 40% Blackberry. Beautiful scent. I did buy more, I believe. I should have checked my spreadsheet, but if this was offered at the last pre-order, I know I got some. This is from March of 2024, so it's a year old. I love his Beach Evenings. Highly, highly recommend, and his Blackberry is fantastic. So that's a winner, chicken dinner. And I've used that in open space and in my bedrooms, and it performs fantastic for me. Okay, let's talk about Sassy Girl Aroma. This one is Soaring Over Waltz. This is notes of fresh air, Valencia orange zest, and fresh orange blossoms. There's a lot of orange in this scent. This is one, when I talked about it in my melting basket, that because it's a partial, I've used this before. It's a very sharp orange, but I'm also have come to find that I don't love like orange zest or really strong orange in my wax. There is one exception. I think it's called Under the Orange Grove. Is that what it's called? Why do I think it should be Under the Lemon Grove? But there is a Teddy Bees ones that's very orange heavy. That one's beautiful. But in most cases, I have a bias against orange in wax. So this is the day that I knew I had lost my sense of smell, because when I put this in, and I also mixed it with Monster Cookie Fluff Puff. So I'll talk about this Rose Girl scent in a little bit. I was hoping to get like this orange and this creamy, hoping for like an orangesicle kind of thing, like a creaminess, like some bakery scent with this sharp orange. And it was nice, but I really had lost my sense of smell. I would get whiffs of it and I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of nice. You know, it's not what I remember it being so sharp. But it was also, I know, a scent that is very strong, and I really had trouble smelling it. So this was now, I think, Thursday. Yes, I think it was Thursday. That's where I'm like, okay, I can't smell everything or as well as I think I can, because I know this is a powerhouse of a scent, and I wasn't getting much. So that is Soaring Over Waltz. It is a good scent. If you love oranges and like a strong orange scent, you would love this scent. It's just not one for me, but because I couldn't smell that well, it was actually fine. I was like, you know, it's actually kind of nice. So let's move on to Rose Girls. Rose Girls this one is Monster Cookie Fluff Puffs. So I bought this as a scent that I can mix, and I did with Soaring Over Waltz the first day. And just to kind of tone it down, right? Not make that orange too sharp. But this is a really great one on its own. It's just a bakery. It's Monster Cookie and Marshmallow Smoothie. Pretty basic of a scent, but it's actually really nice if you do love bakery scent. And this is great. I think it's just so yummy. It's the marshmallow in the cookie. So if you just want to bakeify something, you know, just add a little bakery to something that's very fruity. or very tree heavy, something like that. I think this is great for that. And I could smell it. And this one is 2 years old. So for this Rose Girls from, well, maybe not quite 2 years, but October of 2023, still worked, even though my nose, like I said, was shutting down, but I could still get whiffs of that monster cookie and the marshmallow. So I really do like that one. Now, this one, Achoo. This one is sinus relief, peppermint, and eucalyptus. I pulled this out when I knew I had a cold coming, and I'm like, you know, this would be a perfect scent with this sinus relief. And Rose Girls peppermint oil is really, really strong. I don't know if it was the cold or this, but I didn't smell it as strongly as I normally do. Like, I can smell mintiness, but I think that this lost, I think in curing, you know, and this is, I didn't put, this has to be, it has to be over a year because I didn't buy any Rose Girls last year. So I don't have like a pour date or when I got this, but I'm guessing it was probably in the October to December of 2023 time frame. But I didn't like this one as much. I still liked it, but I remember liking it more is how I will put it. I got some mintiness, but not that like normal, like nasal clearing scent that I've been accustomed to. I have repurchased this scent before. So it's one that I probably like. This type of scent is nice to have. So if it's not this, maybe it's Just Breathe from Scentsy or something that's got this, you know, nasal clearing scent. I think it's just good to have because there'll come a day like this week where I was like, I'm glad I had this, but it wasn't as strong as I remember. And so I did warm this. One day I warmed, well, I guess it was everywhere, right? So in my bedrooms and downstairs, I just had it everywhere and I really didn't pick up the scent. But again, could have been the cold Achoo from Rose Girls. I just realized I'm just like moving my hands a lot. Okay, last but not least, this is the other Rose Girls that I warmed this week. This is Pistachio Maraschino Birthday Cake. This was poured, or I've received November of 2023. Now this one, you know, all of these around the same time frame. This was really, really strong. I warmed this on Wednesday, and I think I kind of lost my sense from Thursday to Friday. But this was fantastic and really strong. Like, I had no problem smelling this down in open space. I only used one hot plate, everything else Scentsy warmers downstairs. And I warmed this up. This is one where I just used the whole thing all in one day, warmed it up here in the bedroom. The pistachio was gorgeous. It has, you know, cherry, the maraschino part of it. So it was a cherry leaning pistachio, which I really love. I got a birthday cake to it. Fantastic performer. This one, though, I would say started off as a high throw, like really filling the room, but then quickly went down. So after 4 hours, I really couldn't smell it. So every once in a while, there's some scents where they start off super strong and then just like take a nosedive. Some are just like medium all the way through for several hours, and some just never quite get a high. So, that was the wax that I warmed. And then let me get into just a couple of little things from Bath and Body Works. So I finished off this hand soap. This one's Amethyst Dream. I got this last year during the, I think, summer sale. This is a great scent. I really like this one. And yeah, I mean, I would definitely pick that one up again. I like that one in the bathrooms. And then I think the same sale, I got Gingham Unstoppable. I had never smelled this one. This is just a shower gel and really, really pretty. So I enjoyed this one. And then last but not least, this is not Bath and Body Works, but this is, I think it's House of Joseon is the way it's said, even though it's in Korean. So this is a Korean moisturizer that I've been using. This one I think is called like House of Dynasty. I wish there was something on here that would tell me what it is, but really nice. I think more for the summer, or if you don't need if you don't have, this is the Dynasty cream. I'm like, I knew it was House of Dynasty. It's House of Joseon Dynasty cream, but just a really nice soft moisturizer. I think great for the summer because it's not a heavy moisturizer, but I really liked it. And I like their sunscreen. I love their cleansing gel as well, so which I've used up already. So anyway, I'm out of this, but I have lots of other moisturizers and things to use up. So just one more thing out of the bathroom, or 3 things out of the bathroom, technically. So that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope this week goes even better for you and me. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.